Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Take Me Home. I'm Wes, and in today's episode we'll be taking on Staines Town and local rivals Hertford Town, both in the league. Now, since you were last with me, we've had a pretty decent run of form. When you were last here, we saw us take on Egham and Farsley, Egham in the league and Farsley in the FA Trophy. As you know, we beat Egham 3-0, we lost to Farsley 2-0. Since then we haven't lost a game in the league. We beat FC Romania 3-1, goals from Mata and Carty, who have been a fantastic strike partnership so far this season. We drew with top of the table Basingstoke Town 1-1. We then drew against Waltham Abbey, who again were pushing for playoffs, so a draw there was a good result. We then beat Westfield 3-1. Mata and Carty again with the goals. We then drew with our local rivals Hertford Town away from home, which was a bit of a, it was a bit of a kick in the teeth really. I mean, we went ahead 77 minutes in and then conceded 3 minutes later. So, you know, it was a pretty even game. Shall we look at the stats? How do I get to it? There. I think we pretty much dominated the game. I was saying that it was a little bit even. We had 17 shots to their 14, 8 on target. We had 2 clear-cut chances to their 1. So you could say we deserved it more than they did, but we just were wasteful in front of goal. We then beat Mertham. I don't know how it's pronounced. Beat them 2-0 anyway. And then we won against Aylesbury 1-0. We beat we didn't beat South Park. We drew against South Park 1-1. Despite going down to 10 men early in the second half, we did pull ahead and we just couldn't quite hang on for the win. But given that we had a player sent off, I was happy to take a draw in that game. We then beat Tooting and Mitcham 4-0, absolutely hammered them. It was like men against boys. And then we beat Chipstead 6-2 away from home. Jaffet Mata getting 4 goals in that game, absolutely fantastic. And then we drew away against Egham, getting a bit of revenge. Then we only just rescued a draw as well. Jaffet Mata equalising in the 90th minute. And as a result, that leaves us in second place in the Isthmian League Division 1 South Central. We are 5 points above that team in third, but they have got a game in hand. We're only 2 points behind Basingstoke Town, and we've got the 2 top goal scorers in the league. We've got the 3 best players for average rating in the league, top assists as well in the league, so we're doing really well. I think this, hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't want to jinx it, but I think this will be our season where we actually get promoted. I'm hoping, I want to win the league because I hate the playoffs. You saw how we did in the playoffs last season. We were horrendous, so you know. So today we go in to play. We've got 2 home games today against Staines and against Hertford. Staines are in 4th at the moment, so that should be a bit of a difficult game really. I mean, how did we do against... this is the first time we've played them this season. I think it is, because... where are we? We played Staines. We did. We drew 0-0 with them. 3rd game of the season? 4th game of the season? Okay. It was in a bit of a weird run. Where we had a lot of cup games. So I think it would have been a rotated side. So yeah, we want to be beating them. We are favourites for the game. And we're going to carry on through so we can see the team that are going to be taking on... What? I'm not even on match day. Oh my god. Right, I'm going to put a cut in here and we'll come back when we're ready to actually see that that squad for the Staines game. Okay, so we finally made it to match day. Before we actually go through the squad, I need to let you know about some transfers we've had come in. Quickly get to it. Yeah, okay, so we've had Callum Mendes-Jones come in. He's a 24-year-old right back. He's English. He came in from Russia Olympic, where he played a full season for him last season. Played okay. He's not played for us yet. Just back up. Paul Jones, he came in. He's a 34-year-old English goalkeeper, formerly of Sheffield Wednesday. I just could. He's that good, and he was so much better than Kurilowicz. I just couldn't not bring him in. He's been awesome. He's now our number one keeper. He's played 6 games. He's conceded 6 goals. He's kept 3 clean sheets though, and he's averaging a 6.72. He's done really well. We've brought in Mehdi Alito, a 30-year-old English left winger. He can play both wings actually, but he predominantly plays on the left wing. We brought him in on a free from Barnet, where he played a full season, had a really good season last season for them in the National League. He's made 2 appearances so far for us. Liam O'Neill, he came in on a free transfer. 27-year-old English midfielder, bit of a defensive midfielder. He can also play right wing and right back. Again, he was a really good option that I thought we could bring in to make our side a little bit better. He's made 3 appearances, averaging a 6.75. He came in from Cambridge, where he played 23 games last season, averaging a 6.61. So he was a bit part player there, and he could be a regular starter for us once he gets in the team. Paul Taylor as well, we brought him in. He's a 33-year-old English right winger, just for a bit of backup in that area, but he is actually our second best right winger behind Asante. I just wanted someone who's as good as Asante there, so that we weren't compromising on quality when on the odd occasion that he doesn't play. Jack Payne has come in as well, 29-year-old English central midfielder, plays as a deep line playmaker, which is what we use in our formation. He's got good passing, good long throws as well, long shots, good first touch. He's a very good central midfielder. He came in from Eastleigh, where he played 31 games in the National League last season, scored 4 goals, averaged a 6.83. He's not debuted for us yet because he's not match fit. Ethan Miller's left the club. He went to Market Drayton on a free. Just wasn't happy with the first team football he was getting, so we let him go. Other than that, that's it for transfers. So we'll finally get to the team that is going to play against Staines Town. In goal, we've got Jones, a back 4 of Martin, Mbuti, Millington and O'Neill. A midfield 2 of Abdullah and Parks, with Elito and Asante on the wings, and Carty and Mata up front. Carty and Mata have already scored more than 30 goals between them this season. Mata's on 22 and Carty's on 17, so they only need 1 more goal to make it to 40 goals between them for the season so far, and we're only just in January. If we can't win the league with this strike partnership, there's something wrong. I think a lot of it is down to the fact that we're a bit leaky at the back, so maybe playing a more... We're a very attacking formation. Our basic strategy is to outscore the opposition and hope that we can pick up wins that way, but it doesn't always work out like that. We're first in the form table and Staines are third according to the team talks, but I'm going to say we got a chance to go into top spot if we win today, and hopefully that will spur them on. We were top of the league at one point, albeit with I think it was Basingstoke had a game in hand on us. We just couldn't stay there. We drew a couple of games and we dropped back down to second. But considering at the start of the last episode I think we were in 6th, and we have managed to get back up to second and start challenging the leaders. Parks with a free kick now, looking for Millington. I think that is at the back post, and that has gone in the back of the net, but it's been disallowed for Abdullah pushing another player, I think. If we do win today, Basingstoke will drop down to second because they're not playing today by the looks of it. So we could, temporarily go to the top of the table and really force them to try and get a win in their game in hand. It was a great save there from our keeper there, Jones. I forgot his name then. But we've got another free kick. Parks with another free kick, looking for Millington again, and nearly went into the back of the net. It was near enough cleared off the line by their defender. And we've got the corner. It's Parks with the corner, and it was a really poor corner, really. And Booty gets it, but not the man you would have wanted it to go to in that situation. We've been quite. I don't know. We've not really had any attempts from open play. It's all been set pieces. O'Neill with the ball now. Plays a long ball forward looking for Carty, who he does find. Holds the ball up nicely. Finds Abdullah, who then releases Mata down this right hand side, who keeps the ball in but loses it. And now Staines have possession, and I think they're going to try and counter on us now. Looking for the ball forward, but their lone striker loses out to our defenders. Millington with the ball forward finds Mata. Can he thread it through to Carty? He instead goes back and finds Parks. Now O'Neill with the deep cross. It gets headed out only as far as Asante, and he hits his 7th goal of the season from just outside the box. It was a good finish from Asante there, coming in off that right hand side, like he does very often. Quite often him and Mata switch, and he ends up on the he ends up as the striker, whereas Mata is pushed out wide, and it generally happens like that, and Asante gets a shot from range, and it was a really good finish from him. We've gone in at half time 1-0 up, and I'm going to say don't get complacent. Unfortunately, Connor Carty looked stressed from that. I'm just asking you not to be complacent, Connor. We're going to go out into the second half, more of the same. It's been very even. If anything, you could say that we don't deserve our lead, because Staines have had a clear-cut chance and a half chance, whereas we've just had one clear-cut chance. We're defending a corner now, though. Get the head out, but it's not gone clear. And they look to have a shot from range, but Carty came clear with the ball. That's got to be a sending off. It was only a yellow, but it was a professional foul, that. And the ball forward doesn't really get to anybody, and their keeper collects it from the pass back. O'Neill now with the ball finds Parks in the centre of midfield, forward to Abdullah, who looks for the ball over the top to Carty, who gets his head to it first, but it's been declared offside. He did look offside. We'll have a look at the replay, see how far offside he was. Yeah, he was a good few yards offside. We do get a lot of goals ruled out for offside. Considering how quick Carty and Mata are, you think they would be able to hold their run slightly. Alito with the shot just going wide of that post. We have moved up to first place by a point. Our goal difference is absolutely fantastic compared to the rest of the league. I mean, we're a good 8 goals clear of Basingstoke, so goal difference isn't going to be a problem this season. Alito looking complacent and not having the best of games, so we're going to bring on Forster for him, and Booty not on very good rating. We're going to bring on Ethan Vassell, or Wassell. I would call him Vassell, but I think he's English, so it shouldn't be pronounced like that, but I would definitely call him Vassell. We'll bring him on for his debut, and we'll just leave it at those 2 changes for now and see how things go. We've got a free kick on the edge of the area now. Who's taking it? Is that Parks? I'm sure it's Parks. It is Parks taking the free kick. He scored one like this offline. He just rattled the post. And I thought he was going to score another one there, but he goes to take the corner. Can he find a better delivery than the one in the first half? He's looking for, I think it was Forster, right on the goalkeeper there, and the keeper collects. Got another highlight now. Forster with the ball out on this left-hand side. Cuts inside, trying to fight. He plays it a really weird ball behind Abdullah, but Parks finds Asante, who finds Mata and forces a save from that very hard shot. He's just whacked that at the keeper. And we're defending a corner now. It didn't really find anybody. It's gone straight through, but they find the ball in the end. And it goes wide. I think Jones had it covered. But we're only 1-0 up. And we've got less than 10 minutes left. Who's struggling for fitness? Asante. O'Neill's struggling for fitness as well. And I'd rather have the fitness at the back for those defenders to chase down any attacking players. We're going to drop back to from a positive mentality to balanced. I'm going to drop a bit of praise. Hopefully fire them up just to keep them going for the rest of the game. We're in stoppage time now, and we have won this game 1-0. That goal from Asante just before half time was the only goal of the game. Pretty unspectacular second half, really. But I've told the boys that I'm happy with that. And we'll carry on. So, like I said, as things stand, we do sit top of the league at the moment. But Basingstoke do have a game in hand. We'll have a look once the game loads to see who they have for that game in hand. Asante got player of the match, which is fair enough, really, because he scored the winning goal. Basingstoke, yeah, who are they playing? It's going to be one of these teams that are on 21 games. Wolfham, who's that? FC Romania on 20 games. That's weird, because they're the only team on 20 games. That doesn't really make any sense. I'll have a quick look to see. Excuse me, when Basingstoke are playing their game in hand. They're playing tomorrow, they're playing Northwood, who are in the relegation zone. So, yeah, they should win that game. We'll have a look and see how things are when we come back for the game against our local rivals. Okay then, just the one change for the game against Hertford. We brought Balde into the midfield in place of Abdullah, who drops to the bench, just because I want to give Balde a chance. He's played a couple of games this season, scored twice, so just give him a game and see how he goes. Other than that, completely unchanged side. I know he's struggling for match fitness, but you know, he's struggling for match fitness because he's been out of the team. Hopefully we can get a result against Hertford, get a win over our local rivals would be good, and we could go back to the top of the table, which would be even better. We did drop back down to second in between games. Basingstoke did beat, I think it was Northwood, in their game. So, and I think they're playing today as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on their result. But we've got a highlight just a minute into the game. Asante passed it back to Millington, plays it across field to Alito, who finds Connor Carty for his 18th goal of the season. Just over 1 minute on the clock. We've started off really well. Asante came forward, passed it back to Millington. It was a good ball across field. Alito did really well. Good first touch, and he found Carty, who just smashed it into the back of the net. And as things stand, we've gone top of the table. When I get a chance, I will have a look and see who Basingstoke are playing. We defended that quite well. Alito with a good tackle, and Mata picks up the loose ball, finds Carty, who's through on goal, one-on-one with the keeper. Can he find the net? He can't. It forces a save out the keeper, but Mata's there now, who gets tackled. and it's a corner now. Only 6 minutes on the clock. We're in for a decent game, I think. Parks with the corner, finds Matter, and that goes over the bar. Basingstoke. These highlights are coming thick and fast. I have got it on key highlights. We've trying to defend a corner, but it didn't work. We've conceded an equaliser from a corner. Simple corner. There was two guys marking him. How did he manage to find the ball in the air? It was just ridiculous. Who are Basingstoke playing? Are they even playing today? They're not playing today. So again, we have another chance to go top temporarily to force the issue on Basingstoke, make them keep winning. Jones with a good save there, stopping us from going behind. Hertford are getting forward here. They've got a corner. We've already conceded from one corner. Don't want to be conceding from another. Millington with the head away, and it's the end of the highlight. And Booty with the ball now plays it to Balde, who finds Santi. Can he find the cross? He was looking for Carty, but it was nowhere near. Millington picks up the loose ball in defence. Asante again. Can he find a better cross this time? He finds Carty, and that, I'm sure, was over the line. That had to be over the line, surely. I mean, no goal line technology at this level, obviously. But I would definitely be having a word with the linesman. Parks with the free kick, finds Asante at the back post, and it's bundled in by Rashid Balde. Justifying his selection. It's his third of the season. And he did well finding the back of the net from the ricocheting ball. We have gone back ahead, and that puts us back at the top of the table. Heading towards the end of the first half now, we've got another corner. Parks with the ball, found Millington in acres of space, and he should have really done better with that, I think. Parks with another corner, looks for Matter at the back post. Alito gets the ball away, but well, not away. He gets his shot away, but it cannons into the defenders, but then ricochets back off him for a goal kick. So that's half time. It's 2-1. Hopefully we can do better in the second half. Martin and Parks not having the best of games so far. I'm going to say don't get complacent out there, because we are ahead, but you know we've played better, and we've looked shaky against Hertford, to be honest. When they attack, they look as likely to score as we do. And it's Hertford again with the ball. And we managed to get the tackle in. O'Neill through to Carty, who does well, runs past the defender and makes it 3-1. That's his 19th goal of the season now. I mean, you can't get a better strike partnership than Carty and Matter at the moment. Over 40 goals for the season so far between them, and you know, how can we not win the league with two strikers in as good form as they are? We did try and renew Matter's contract, or my director of football did, but he rejected it because his contract's up at the end of the season. I don't want to lose him. Carty through on goal again, looking for his hat-trick, and it's a good interception from the defender. We've got the corner. Parks with the corner, floats it in towards Asante, who can't quite get there, but Balde gets it back to Parks. Can he find another cross? He doesn't, and it goes for a throw, and that's the end of the highlight. But we've got yet another corner. Parks again with it, just can't find a Ware Town head. Balde with the ball back in, looking for Matter, who I'm sure was offside. He was well offside. It was a good ball from Balde, really, though. Look at this, just turns and thumps it forward, and it just found Matter. Yeah, fair enough, he was offside, but what a ball. We've had 5 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances to Hertford's none, so we really should be ahead, and we are. But they have scored another goal, and yet again it is from a corner. With an hour gone, it's now 3-2, and we don't really want to be conceding any more goals, we're going to be making some substitutions soon. O'Neill with the free kick plays it forward to Asante. Can he find the cross? He does, trying to find Carty, but it's Alito who has the shot in the end, and it blazed straight over the bar. But it was look good there. And Booty having a terrible game, and he's on a yellow card. So we're going to take him off. We'll bring Vassell on again for him. And Parks has picked his game up quite a lot since half time. Mata not having a very good game, to be honest with you. He's been a bit quiet, but we haven't got a striker on the bench. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap him with Asante, play him up front, and then bring Paul Taylor on. So we've got a Paul Taylor and a Paul Jones, and we'll see if those changes have any effect. Carty with the ball, running forward, finds the cross, trying to find Asante, who hits the post with his header. Carty wins the ball back though, and he plays it off the defender for a throw-in right in the corner. We can't get the ball from the throw-in, and Hertford look to break on us now. But we've held them up nicely, trying to get players back. We need to get a tackle in here though. And I think now we've managed to get players back, and we win the ball back. Alito to Balde, who finds the ball across, who's looking for Taylor, who just wasn't up there. That's the problem, because he's quite old. He does struggle a bit for pace, but you know, he's an adequate understudy for Asante. He comes in now with combining with Asante, and he gets tackled just on the edge of the area, but Asante picks up the loose ball, finds across to Carty, looking for his hat-trick, and it's just wide. 70 minutes in, we're going to make our last substitution, and we are going to bring on, in fact we're going to take off Parks. We'll bring on Keziah Martin, give him a run out, and play him as the deep line playmaker. So we've got two Martins now. Here's one of the Martins, the left back, looking for Carty, but he can't get there. And Hertford trying to play their way through, but Jones picks that up easy for him. What can he do with it here? Drops the ball and plays it forward, looking for Taylor, who nods it onto Asante on this right hand side. He finds O'Neill, who plays it back to Millington, who plays the ball forward looking for Asante, but it was a poor ball from Millington. And Hertford come back at us, but O'Neill wins the header. He didn't need to head that down. He could have just brought that down, and yeah, I'm blaming O'Neill for that. He had no reason to head that ball. If he'd have just chested that down instead of heading it forward, there's no way we'd have conceded this goal. Millington was awful there as well, and Jones wasn't much better. Lets it dribble into the back of the net, and I'm going to tell them. I'm going to ask them for some passion. We're going to go very attacking, because I want to go top of the table. I can't go to 2 games this season where we draw with our local rivals. It's just we're poles apart. They're down in mid-table, and we're pushing for promotion. We should be beating them. But it looks like we're just going to race through to full time and no more highlights. Of all the highlights we've had in this game, and when we need them, they're not there. And yeah, we've drawn both games against our local rivals this season, which is ridiculous. We had 26 shots, 9 on target. I mean, that just says something. We had 13 shots that were off target. That's just stupid. They had 11 shots and 10 of them were on target, so they didn't have as many shots as us, but they had more shots on target than we did. We had 5 clear-cut chances in that game and 3 half chances. They had 1 clear-cut chance and 2 half chances. So they've taken all of their chances, whereas we have wasted 5 chances. That is ridiculous. I said chances a lot there. I'm just so annoyed. That wasn't good enough. I'm going to shout at them. That wasn't good enough. We should have been winning that game. We had a chance to go top of the table, but it's not going to happen. So yeah, we end the episode still second in the table. We'll have a look, see where we're going to come back. We're out of all the cups now, so it is literally just the league to keep up with now. We have actually gone on a 13-14 game unbeaten run now, so we're not doing too badly, but there are a lot of draws in there. Where's our last league loss? There, against Chertsey. Just before the last episode was the last time we lost a league game. So we're doing well, but we need to be turning some of these draws into wins. I'll have a look. Where are we going to come back? I think we'll come back for Westfield and Waltham Abbey. Actually, no. Let's come back for Chertsey and Basingstoke, because Basingstoke are first at the minute. If they're still first when we get towards their game, then we will play them. I mean, they're either going to be first or second, because if we do well and carry on, we could go top. But yeah, I think we'll come back for Chertsey and Basingstoke, and then from there we'll just go to the last couple of games of the season, because I think if we carry on the way we are and we beat Basingstoke, then we should go on to win the league from there. So if you like that, please leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 20 videos. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter at WeaselGamerTV for both of those. Turn notifications on, and thank you very much for watching.